What's going on? It's Shoot Your Shot. Amaria Brown. Welcome to my channel. If you're a newcomer, hello. I'm going to tell you what to expect from my channel. I will be speaking on my pain. I'm going to be speaking on my story. Being resilient, being confident, standing in your power, overcoming adversity, overcoming challenges to be successful. And so feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to be engaging. Share your comments, share your thoughts. This is a safe space. Share your stories. I will engage, I will interact. Any questions you may have, I would love to hear. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. Today's topic is substance abuse. And substance abuse is important to me because not only did I experience it in college, in my adult years, I experienced it for the very first time at about 10 years old. Right? And so it sounds crazy, but I started drinking and smoking at 10 years old. And I feel like the reason for that was because of my environment. I grew up in the hood, what most people call urban community, and my outside influences weren't the best. I'm gonna tell you my story on how that even came about. So it was me and a friend. We were on my back porch, and we had rolled up some paper, and we had a lighter, and we sparked it because we saw everybody else doing it, so we want to try it, right? You've been there as a kid. You see your folks drinking beers or drinking liquor, so you like you want to try it, right? So we sparked the paper, and it was black smoke. I remember that it was just black smoke, and I'm looking like, this ain't what they, you know what I'm saying? I know it's different, but I was like, nah. So my cousin, he walked back there, he caught us, and he was like, what y'all back here doing? And we like, what can we say? We like, we trying to smoke. We seen y'all doing it, so, he let me try it, right? He let me try smoking weed. And I don't remember if he let my friend try it, but I know I did. And when I tried it, I never looked back. From smoking, it led to drinking. And like I said, because of the environment we were in, it was easily accessible. And everybody's doing it. All the people we know, they're drinking and smoking. So it's like, why not? It kind of was like it was going to happen at some point, right? When that's all you know, that's all you see, is like, it's inevitable. And so, like I said, the environment, you got liquor stores on every corner, so it's easily accessible. You got drug dealers on every corner, everybody selling weed and other things. So substance abuse, for me, is real personal because I was a victim. And that experience of drinking and smoking at 10 years old, that wasn't a one-time thing and stopped. It went on until my freshman year of high school, right? Like every other weekend. And it's not to blame anybody. It was just the environment that I grew up in. Today we're going to talk about the causes of why people go to substance abuse. We're going to talk about how it becomes a problem and where the problem starts. And I'm also going to give you solutions on how to overcome that challenge or help someone you may know overcome that challenge. It may not be for you. You may have a friend that may suffer. You may have a family member that suffered. So let's get into it. Like I said, the very first one is your environment. I gave you my story on the environment I was raised in and how it was easily accessible. It could be your environment. Your friends may be doing it. So you might feel peer pressure, or you might just want to try it, for me, out of curiosity. And it just takes you down a path of abuse. Another one could be your own personal reasons. You may suffer from low self-esteem, right? Or lack of confidence. Or you may face financial problems. That was another for me as well. I came from a poverty environment. We didn't have money in my house, right? We was living off food stamps and Section 8. And so my mom didn't have money for any outside activities. We just had enough to get by, to have a roof over our head, and to put food on the table. As a kid, when you're looking at other kids with all these good things, they're going on trips, they got nice clothes, nice shoes, and you don't have that, it could take a toll on you mentally. It could take a toll on your self-esteem, and you just go to other solutions or what you think may be a solution. And so even as an adult, you have problems and struggles in your life, like a lack of financial resources, you're not able to provide for yourself and your family, you're not able to pay your rent, pay your bills, you turn to what you think is a solution. Drinking and smoking your problems away is not going to fix your problems. You have to deal with it internally. But we're going to get to the solutions in a minute. Another cause is, it could be your mental, whether you suffer from anxiety or depression or ADHD. For me, I suffer anxiety. I used to have panic attacks. And so I know some people who have ADHD and they smoke to calm them down. But it can go to a point where you're abusing it, when you're not setting and achieving goals, where you're staying stuck in the predicament that you're in. Another one could be depression. You're caught in your head and you're just depressed. You don't want to do anything. You just want to sit around and drink and smoke, right? Sometimes we got to be real with ourselves. You got to have self-awareness. Okay, how am I feeling? What are my thoughts? See, I didn't have that growing up. My mom was emotionally unavailable. And then she was a single mom. My dad was in prison for the first 15 years of my life. He wasn't even out to see me be born, right? And so that took a toll on me. So I wasn't able to express my emotions, express my thoughts, express my feelings. And so that's what caused, now that I'm older, I realized like that's what caused my anxiety attacks. I was stressed out, not having money, not being able to speak and tell my pain and tell my thoughts. That can take a toll on your mental, right? And so you got to be conscious of how you feel and what's on your mind. And you have to have an outlet, because if not, it'll take a toll on you mentally and cause you to suffer. Yeah, another cause is your trauma. For me, it was my trauma. So you got to learn how to deal with your pain. You got to learn how to deal with your challenges. You can't just go straight to alcohol and drugs and think that's going to solve your problems, because it's not. All you're going to do is cause health problems to your organs, because drinking can have some negative effects on your body. But your problems are still going to be there. Now we're going to get into some solutions on substance abuse and how to deal with it and overcome it. So the first and foremost, is awareness. Being aware of the consequences and the risk that substance abuse can have over your life, whether it's mentally, physically, or emotionally, right? Being aware, it may prevent it. It may not, you may not care, but if you got the knowledge, I feel like that's a stepping stool to overcoming that problem. Another one is community support. So if you got family members that you can vent to, that you can talk to about your problem, so that way you can get that pressure off your mind, that's helpful. If you got a community that can provide resources for you financially, or like provide employment, that's helpful as well. So that way you're able to, that's one less stressor off your plate. You're able to provide for yourself, you're able to provide for your family. Another big one is counseling, whether it's family counseling or individual counseling. Like I said, it's important to get your thoughts and your emotions off your mind and speak it or write it down. You have to let it out, because if not, it will build up to the point where you can't function. Those are all vital to overcoming substance abuse. As I got older, I realized now that another solution is getting out in nature, meditating, eating healthy foods, right? Because when you feel good, you look good, right? And feeling good has to do with what are you absorbing into your body? What are you absorbing into your mind? And so when you just sit alone and you're able to really become self-aware on your thoughts and your emotions, that can clear out the path for so much negativity, for so much depression, for so much anxiety. It's important to be conscious of what you allow in your body. Like I said, substance abuse can be harmful to you. I hope this was helpful. I hope this encouraged somebody to navigate away from substance abuse. Like I said, feel free to share your story. Feel free to share your experiences, your thoughts, your opinions. on this topic. I encourage anybody to challenge themselves to be a better person, to overcome their challenges, to strive for success, right? Whether it's mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, you got this. I went from an at-risk kid to taking risks and becoming a success. And now I feel like it's vital for me to share my experiences to help the next person overcome. So keep shooting your shot. Shooters keep shooting. Be successful. Be powerful. Be confident. Know that you can do anything you put your mind to. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Thank you for staying this long to the end and watching and hearing what I had to say. Like I said, engage, ask questions. This is a safe space. I encourage you to comment, share your stories, and thank you for tuning in. Keep shooting your shot.